Good evening. Hope you guys are doing all right tonight. Back with another late night discussion. Um, Life is bad. What can you say? Um, I want to talk to you guys about prayer. Now, growing up very religious, I was always told that prayer changes things. And there's nothing wrong with prayer. You know, there's nothing wrong with prayer. But I want to say this, even though there's nothing wrong with prayer, you can pray about things and God still won't bless you. Now, God has favorites. My father told me this years ago. You can pray about something, but that don't mean God is going to work on your behalf. And I was watching Kanye. I was watching his latest interview, and he said, "Why pray when you can physically do something?" That makes a lot of sense. Um, why pray for somebody if you have money that you could give them to make their life better? You know, prayer is nothing more than false hope. You can pray for a lot of things, but that don't mean God is going to give them to you. I've prayed for plenty money. I've prayed for fat booty hoes. I've prayed to God for a lot of things, but has he given it to me? No. And I'm sure you guys have prayed to God for a lot of things, but you still haven't gotten it. So you just have to use common sense. And this is why I say you have to put things in its perspective. If you've been praying for something all your life and God hasn't given it to you, obviously he don't care, or he don't care, or he just want to bless other people and not you. I no longer get caught up into religion anymore. I know some people don't even believe that God is real. I've seen that in my comments before. Um, I'm no longer a Christian. I grew up Christian, but I retired that long time ago. Uh, there comes a point where people just got to use their brain. If you've been praying for a miracle your whole life and you still haven't gotten it, you need to just give that up, you know? And I believe prayer only works for some people, because I've heard people say that prayer changes things. Maybe it changed things in their life. But see, what some people fail to realize, they think just because things worked out for them, that it'll work out for you. My grandmama used to tell me something that's so stupid. My mother's mom, she used to tell me that God is no respecter of person. That's BS. God does have favorites. That's the reason to why he hears some people prayers and he don't hear some people prayers, because he's selective with who he chooses to bless. So that crap that my grandmother told me years ago was some BS. It was a bunch of nonsense. See, religious people, they don't want to look at the cold, hard reality of life. And see, religion keeps you in that bubble, making you operate in deception. And deception is nothing more than a lie mixed with a little bit of truth. It's twisted truth. And that's what religion does to the mind. It programs the mind to operate in deception. You can pray for $1 million, but until you get up off your behind and do something, you're not going to get $1 million. And there are some people who bust they behind their whole life and they still don't get $1 million. So religion just it's nothing more than false hope, and prayer is false hope. You can pray for about something, but that don't mean it's going to change the current situation. And in the urban community, you always hear people say, well, I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for you. You can pray all you want, but that doesn't mean it's going to change my effed up reality. You know, if you a loser that can't get no ass, you can pray to God for some pussy all day. That don't mean you gonna get no pussy. God ain't finna bless you with no pussy. If he hadn't blessed you with no pussy by now, he's not gonna bless you with any pussy. So this is why I say prayer is nothing more than false hope. That's all it is. It's false hope. And in the urban community, people act like prayer is going to just miraculously change your circumstance. And I'm here to tell you it's not. Just because you pray about something, that don't mean your circumstance is going to change. And that does not mean that God hears you. This is one of the reasons to why I'm no longer a Christian. You know, because it comes a point where you just have to use your brain and use common sense. That's something that a lot of people fail to use. Common sense. I truly believe that some people, they was destined to lose before the creator, whoever you want to call them, before the creator brought them into the world, they was destined to lose. There were some people who was just destined to be a loser. Everybody wasn't born to be a winner. And I truly believe that I was born to be a failure. A lot of guys were born to be failures. You know, every dude wasn't born, you know, to be no sex symbol, to be a dude that get a lot of pussy. You know, some people were born to be losers. And unfortunately, we're the guys that were born to be losers. You know, you can pray about certain things all you want. There are certain things that were just written in stone. The creator had it written in stone before you came out your mama pussy. You know, Nelly had a song called I Am Number One. 2 is not a winner, and 3 nobody remembers. But, you know, I got a remix to that song. Some people are a 0, and it was predicted before they came out the pussy. That's my remix to Nelly's song Number One. Some people are just a big fat freaking 0, and it was predicted before they came out of their mama pussy. See, one thing Baraka used to tell me, and it's so true, sometimes losing is your only option. Some people were born to lose. Everybody wasn't born to win. Just, you know, and, you know, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have prayed to God for a wife. You done prayed to God for some pussy. Have you gotten any pussy yet? Dick still dry. That's why I say prayer is not going to change nothing. I mean, you can pray about a circumstance, but that don't mean it's going to change nothing. And that's what a lot of these religious fanatics need to understand. And what I had to learn and get through my head is that some things just not going to change. You can pray, you can speak in tongues, you can say Lord Bloshakar, you can say Jehovah Gamola, you can say Lord Ixik Canoe, you can say whatever you want to say. You can pray till you can't pray no more. You can pray till you pass out. Just because you pray about a circumstance, it don't mean it's going to change. And people need to get that through their head. Nothing wrong with prayer, but if you've been jacked up your whole life, prayer not going to do nothing. But this has been another late night discussion. You guys leave your comments. Let me know what you think, and we'll be back with more content very soon. Have a good night.